It is my 33rd birthday today, and I get to celebrate it out in this crazy, picturesque mountain town. But it's got me reflecting on my 30s. I didn't really go gracefully into my 30s. My 30th birthday was not the best. I broke my foot in the doinkiest way. I got really excited. I was hanging out with CJ. You know him as White Wetsuit Guy. He was actually just in Tahiti, the Surf Olympics, which is pretty cool. And I was running like into a surf spot that like I've surfed a million times. It's the place that I actually learned how to surf when I was younger. And I was running, and then I stepped into a hole as I was running, and I just felt like just something pop, and I was like, ugh, ugh. But I was like, I don't care. Let's just keep going. And I didn't realize I broke it. I just went out and surfed. It was like all right. My surfing was okay that day, not the best. And I remember I dropped in on a left, and I just remember like it pulling the surfboard forward, and my foot went with it. And that is when I knew something was really, really wrong. I was like, it's time for me to get out. Long story, my 30th birthday, I had a broken foot. And then I went on a retreat for teaching, which my school did every year. They get all the teachers together, and we get to like know each other, and we get to play games with each other. But somebody had COVID. I got COVID. So I was quarantining for 2 weeks in a tiny little 1-bedroom, I don't know, tiny little surf shack. And that was my 30th birthday. Didn't get to celebrate it with my family. I look back at the next year, it was crazy. Like there was good and there was bad. I guess like the highlight for 31, I proposed to was it 31? It was 31. I was 31. No, was it 30? No, it was 31. I was 30. So that same year, as crazy as my 30th year started, it ended actually. Well, no. It's halfway through. On New Year's, I proposed. And so it went from like the super low to a really big high, which was incredible. And I remember when I proposed to Katie, I told my sister-in-law that day. We were up in Mammoth Lakes, California. It's a ski resort town. It's really cool. And that morning, we wake up, and I'm like, I find my future sister-in-law, and I'm like, I'm proposing to Katie today. I need your help. I need you to help, like, tell Nick, Katie's brother, and we need to get this going. I'm gonna do it at Convict Lake. Like, we've got this down. Well, so as the day goes on, I'm just getting like more and more nervous. It's crazy. We get to the point where time has come. We're going to head to Convict Lake, and we're going to do a hike. I was proposing. It wasn't a hike. But I remember I think I ran out of the truck, or I ran out of the condo, and I forgot sunglasses. I forgot the ring, dude. I was like, mind was like spacing out. I remember like getting there, and it was a sweet moment. I mean, it was like snow-capped mountains behind. It was so beautiful, and I just remember Katie just nodding, just like yes, 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 and it was beautiful. And so that was a highlight for 30. And then what was it? 30, still 30. Still 30. 30 was a really, really, really hard year. Even though it was like a beautiful year with that. That summer was a game changer for me. Katie and I were going to get married in October. And so there was some wedding planning. Obviously, Katie did a lot more than me. I should have done way more. Babe, I'm sorry. You're an angel and I suck. I should have done way more. But I went off on a 2-week road trip with my grandfather, my 80-year-old grandfather. It was during Father's Day when I went on this trip, and so I got to talk to my dad, and but that was the last time I talked to my dad, which a couple weeks later, in July, my father took his own life, and my birthday is in August, so I was still 30 at the time, and so that was like so traumatic. It was devastating. 30 was really a year of just like extreme lows and extreme highs, and that to me was, I remember a stepbrother's wife called me. She doesn't do that. I knew something was wrong, and I picked it up, and she said my dad died. And we didn't know really what happened until later on. I was talking to my stepbrother, and then, more information came out, and it was apparent that he took his own life. And then it really became real because he sent a video saying goodbye. And that, that was, I've never been in so much pain. Yeah. Gosh. So 30 was tough. 30 was really good. I got to propose to my wife, but I lost a lot that year. And then 32, I got married. And it's, 31. Sorry. Now I'm like, so 31, I get married. And then, and 31 was the best. I got married in October. Maybe you've seen the video of me crying, my ugly crying face. Now you know like why I was full of so much. There was just so much. My dad wasn't at my wedding. My stepdad was. Amazing. My dad actually had a little chair that just had a "For Steve" on it. And so there was a lot of emotions wrapped in that. And then I remember like everybody was like trying to get me to cry too, like those scumbags. Like they're like, just do it. And I'm like, no, shut up. And then I remember like being like, we got married at the beach, and that's like my favorite place. But I remember like being at the bottom, and then like Katie comes up over this hill because like it's like on a slope going down to the beach where I'm standing, and Katie's like head pops up, and she's walking with her dad, and I full on lose it. And there was like all these emotions wrapped up into, like, Katie's my best friend. She was there in the moment that I got the worst news of my life. She's also been a part of the best parts of my life. 31 was incredible. We went on a lot of trips. We went to Costa Rica, my favorite place ever. Our honeymoon was incredible. Then flash forward 32. What was 32? 32 was at the tail end of a dark tunnel of 31. I remember like I'd been going to therapy for a long time, and then I started to feel better. A lot of the things I used to do, like surfing and working out, and like a lot of things just didn't feel like real to me anymore. They just felt like, what's the point? Well, at 32, we started traveling. We did a lot. I mean, we went on a DC trip that was incredible. Flew first class. That was cool. We didn't pay for it. We stayed in a hotel that was like a block, not even a block from the White House. Like, it was crazy. And then, we went to Spain, and it was incredible. There was just so much to see and to learn, like to see all the history, like Roman pillars, like Gibraltar, where there's monkeys in Europe. Like, how was that even real? And then we went on this epic surf trip down in Costa Rica. And then I got to teach, and it was my last year of teaching. And I knew that would be my last year of teaching, but it became more and more real, which was something I don't know if I was actually ready for. Yeah. I taught that year. I got everything changed on me. I was teaching history for almost, 5 years I taught history. And then they said, we need you to teach Bible. And I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. I haven't done this before. So it changed on me. And then I was teaching mainly middle school, when the year before I was teaching mainly high school. And I wasn't really thrilled to teach middle school Bible for the first month. And I was kind of I was upset that I had to start over. I remember going into my principal's office and even saying what the heck, dude? Come on. I've been here for so long. I'm so loyal. I'm here. And I remember her saying I know. But this is what I need you to do. And I just said, okay. And I did it. And it was probably actually one of my best years. it's sad thinking back on it, like, because I miss those kids. But 32 is really hard. We made lots of really hard decisions at 32. I decided to leave my teaching job. I finished up my contract. I didn't quit. People say I quit. I didn't quit. Early retirement, baby. No, I don't know. I finished my contract to the end of the year, and I said goodbye to my students.
Oh, I won't be here next year.
Can't be.
And I just want to thank you for allowing me to teach you and to pour into you. I love you guys, every single one of you.
My wife and I were supposed to move, and we didn't. The plans changed. So that gets us to 33. Feels weird. 33 is kind of old. I'm existing, and I'm moving forward, but I don't know where forward is. I don't know where that's going. My wife and I, we really want kids. We really want a home to raise those kids in. And that's our ultimate goal. I'm 33 now. I'm not necessarily... Does that count as early 30s still?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still in my early 30s. So I'm really hoping that 33 is like a breakout year. It's stellar. Like just something really cool happens. Something changes. And I think we've already taken the first steps for that, as hard as they have been. But I'm excited. So I'm cautiously excited. Who knows, man? The year is long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this view of, it was like one of my favorite places, Idlewild, California. Beautiful mountains, one of my favorite places to hike. And this is what 33 looks like. Happy birthday to me. Love you.